Okay, let's get started with mine. If you have a snack, grab it now. I'm not promising it's going to make your mouth water. However, it might. Um, and
Got my
because
popcorn.
I do all things like a high school presentation. So this is the Design a Land Challenge from Dream a Fantastic Dream.
Woohoo!
And I'm bringing up Emperor's New Groove.
Boom, baby.
One of the best
Damn
movies of all
right.
time.
This land is going to be an expansion to Epcot. This expansion will be next to the Mexico Pavilion, adding a South American pavilion to the World Showcase. With Cusco's palace being next to the Aztec pyramid, this Incan pyramid is going to stand at the same height, but unlike the normal Mexico Pavilion we love, this new pyramid is only going to be a tunnel to the new land. It's going to be a completely traditional and classic to the movie's architecture. Characters from Meet and Greet include Llama Cusco, because we love a good Llama Cusco. Cusco and Pacha together, and Yzma and Krunk, and the Pacha family. There will be a Circle Vision movie based off of the Incan Empire, as well as a mini model, kind of like the Terracotta Army in the China Pavilion, of the recreation of the Incan Empire.
That's really cool.
I want to stay very true to Epcot in this fashion.
I really like that.
Our first ride, am I in the way? There we
Yes.
go. The Boom Baby Splash Pad.
Oh boy.
Similar to Splash Mountain,
Heck yeah.
you will board a log. Where'd I go? A log in this water ride. We're just gonna reuse Splash Mountain's stuff, specifically Splash Mountain in Disney World, because I like the two-seaters. It will take you through the story of the Emperor's New Groove with drops and thrills in water, but will feature an extra 5 minutes of simply a water ride based off of Cuscotopia's water slide.
That's so sick.
This will definitely be the wettest water ride outside of the water parks. So Armida, you're gonna hate it.
I am gonna hate it. Correct.
But everyone's gonna love it.
It sounds so much fun.
Next up, we have Yzma's Crunk Coaster. This ride is an indoor roller coaster based off of one of the most iconic animated roller coasters ever, Yzma's entrance to her secret lair. You start with a steep incline. Yeah, it's gonna be so good. You start with a steep incline to the top of a tall drop where you hear Yzma yell, "Wrong lever!" right as you go over the edge. It then shoots you into the spirals and loops and turns that consist of the high-speed lab entrance. In the middle of it, you come to a slow part with cat animatronics resembling It's a Small World dolls, just like you will see up here in the top left corner. If you are not watching on YouTube, if you watch Crunk's New Groove, it is that ride, the beginning of that ride.
That's good.
The dolls will be singing the song It's a Small World, that then literally drops you into the second half of the ride. When the ride is over, you get out into an interactive area that looks like Yzma's laboratory, where you can mix quote unquote potions at a drink bar, and adults can mix their very own adult potions as well.
Whoa.
So it's going to be a drink bar inside of a ride.
Nice. Of course, that's very Jared.
It's very Jared. Following up, we have Mudka's Meat Hut. This is my quick service restaurant. It's very family buffet style because I wanted to keep this classic to the Incan Empire. The Incan Empire is very like, here's some meat, here's some veggies, here's some fruit, like charcuterie board family style. You can order a variety of meats and vegetables for the table where you share the plates. There are a few dishes like traditional quinoa salad and Peruvian chicken, but the majority of the menu is vegetables and meats to be shared. I had to include this meme of Krunk. I love this meme of Krunk. And now getting into the sit-down restaurant, we have Cusco's Kitchen. Cusco's Kitchen is going to be more of an updated version. It's going to be modern Peruvian food. Instead of Incan food, it's going to be what they know and love today. We start off with a fruit platter as an appetizer because what emperor doesn't like to get fed grapes?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Give me
Right.
grapes.
we follow up
The whole
behind it.
plate on your presentation looks so good.
Yeah.
Thank you. We follow up behind it with ceviche, which is Peru's national dish. Peru started this cold cooked fish craze with
That's the
only
only
5
fish in the
simple
dish.
ingredients. It is sea bass, marinated for minutes in lime juice, onion, salt, and of course, hot chiles. The tenderness of super fresh fish is heightened by crisp onion and sides of starchy boiled corn and creamy sweet potato to balance out the texture of the dish. Dry
Oh
roasted corn kernels are sprinkled around it.
my God.
I think you just killed her.
Oh, hummus. Why didn't you bring me? I'm kidding.
The signature appetizer is, I'm gonna say this so wrong, but I'm gonna try my best.
Okay.
Papas a la huancaina.
Ooh.
I said it very wrong. It's
Papas?
potatoes and spicy cheese sauce.
Mm.
It's a traditional Peruvian dish that's usually served as a side dish to other main dishes. It is sliced yellow potatoes that are drenched in a puree of queso fresco, ají amarillo, garlic, evaporated milk, lime juice, and saltine crackers. And this dish is topped with hard-boiled eggs.
Yes.
That
Sounds
one on
so
the
good.
left for y'all watching.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the ceviche is the
Yum.
bottom center too. And to finish it off, we have rocoto relleno, which is stuffed spicy peppers.
Mhm.
It's red ají rocoto chiles that are stuffed with a cooked mix of ground beef, onions, garlic, olives, raisins, herbs, and spices, then topped with queso fresco and baked in an egg and milk sauce.
Mm.
I love that. I love all of that.
I have a tendency to stick with authentic food because when I think of Disney, I always think of Epcot, and I think we have to stay true to the original.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
it's all Peruvian food. And that, once I get it out of here, is the end of that slideshow. I forgot how to unshare. It's gonna be a second. I forgot how to unshare. Take the power from me, Sky.
I can't. You have to end it.
Oh god. It's gonna be a second.
It's like red button on top that says stop share.
Mine is not.
There we go.
All right.
There
There we go.
All right, Emmy, are you ready?
I am.
Let's do
You
this.
need to give her the power again because you took it away.
She doesn't have a slideshow.
No,
I
it's
know.
just a you're right. Okay.
No.
Okay, so the first ride that I came up with is based off of the movie Brave, which is one of my comfort movies, and it's called Merida's Mishap. So what happens to kind of set the scene up is that Merida has left out another tart with whatever leftover bear potion she still had, and somehow that ends up in the hands of her 3 brothers, Hamish, Hubert, and Harris, and they eat it, somehow getting transformed. Well, they get transformed into a bear again, and they're up to their typical mischief, causing chaos all through the castle. And so Merida has to go after her brothers and try to turn them back into kids again. So it's also like one section is actually going to be interactive. So when you go through the kitchen, you're smelling things like fresh baked bread and desserts, and it kind of would be like Sky brought it up yesterday in the chat where it's like a Dwarves Mine Train where the
Oh yeah.
side shake side to side.
Mhm.
And I also can't like take full credit for this because Jazz also kind of helped me with this. She inspired me. So the ride would also kind of be like a game of I Spy, where you're going through and at the same time you're also looking for as many bears as you can find.
Okay, that's cool.
Yep. And for an attraction, it would be archery lessons with Merida herself, of course.
Ooh, all right.
And for a restaurant idea, it would be, where did it go? So it would be called King Fergus's Feast, and it's like a 10th century, like Scotland theme kind of thing. And there would be characters from the movie coming around to interact with guests as they eat and just make their
Aw,
more immersive and fun. Yeah.
I love it. That's cute.
Sorry if I'm like going through this. I'm like kind of anxious. So.
No, you're good.
No, you're
You're
good.
It's all good.
You're doing so good.
Oh my goodness.
Don't even worry. You're fine. All right. Back to you, Armida. Are you ready?
Love it.
Toy Story.
No, it's Monsters, Inc.
Monstropolis. Oh, I'm dumb.
Welcome to Monstropolis. I just love what they did with Cars Land, and I feel like they could do the same they could keep the same energy and do Monstropolis. So, this one's going in Disneyland this time, not in Florida. Sorry, Jared. It's going in Disneyland in the Hollywood Boulevard section of Disney California Adventure, because that just desperately needs a retheme. So I have Monstropolis here with the city view. So go ahead, next one, babe. Thank you. For the theming, I want to keep all of the movie references that were there. I want to have the street crossing have a stock, don't stalk sign that's constantly changing. I want to have cars parked on the side that look like the Monsters cars. We'll have Hidden City Cafe. You'll have figures of monsters sitting around on the sidewalks, and you'll also have newspapers with the Monsters headlines on them. And then you'll also have Tony and his grocery, which is spelled Grossery. Next one, please. My first attraction is called It's Laughter We're After. And this is actually inspired by the TV show Monsters at Work. Instead of because I want this world to be set in right after Mike and Zola to the Rescue, or the movie, because I did have that one in there. So welcome to the new Monsters Incorporated. There aren't a ton of jobs open right now, but there is definitely room at MIFT. So the idea is that you are new recruits coming into work for Monsters Incorporated, but you're working at MIFT, which if you haven't seen the show, it's the Monsters Inc. facilities team, the maintenance team essentially. So guests walk into the main lobby to see the animatronic of their host, Tyler Tuskman, who points them towards the MIFT room for their very first assignment. If you don't know who Tyler Tuskman is, if you're watching YouTube, he's that purple dude. And if you aren't watching YouTube, then I can't help you.
He's the main character of Monsters
at Work. He is. And then Val Little is one of the characters as well. She is a fluffy yellow and red monster. She gives the safety speech for the pre-show as guests board a hanging ski lift style vehicle in order to repair doors in the door hall, which is where all the doors are. They're there. You find out later, as they call Mike Wazowski to do a briefing, that he has gone missing. And he is in one of those doors somewhere. And so your mission is to go in and find Mike Wazowski in one of these many doors. And you will go through many different locations around the world. So in the human world, you'll end up in Japan, Paris. You'll end up in the middle of nowhere in the United States. You'll end up in Hawaii.
I love that so much.
The way that they did in the movie, the same locations. And maybe even some more that we didn't see already. And you'll find Mike in one of those doors, and ta-da. And it's kind of like in Star Tours, how they have each time you go, it's a different scene that you're going into. It's kind of the same thing. You'll find Mike in a different scene.
Okay.
My second attraction, I'm lame. I'm sorry. I'm just keeping Mike and Zola to the Rescue. Because it was midnight.
It's a good ride.
I realized it was midnight. And I was like, I'm just gonna go to bed. All right. But to make up for it, I did give you a real life Harryhausen's.
This is what we deserve.
Yes, this is what we've always wanted. So I did take part of this. So this is kind of like a bits and pieces of what the menu has to offer. I pulled it from because in the Monsters Inc. Oh, hello. In the Monsters Inc. queue, there is a menu for Harryhausen there. But a lot of the food in the monster world does not sound very appetizing, and that's on purpose. Everything that they eat there and live in is supposed to be repulsive to the human world. But in this world, we are combining the two things. So I kind of play with it a little bit. So the appetizers, we have a vegetable tempuki, which I took from the Harryhausen menu, which is a vegetable tempura, a swill and sour soup, which is just sweet and sour soup, flab cake, which are crab cakes, and then ku tofu, which is fried tofu served with oyster sauce. I really hoped Grayson would be here for this one, so he could tell me I did a good job. Anyway,
You'll listen to it. It's okay.
For the sushi special, this is my favorite. This is the signature sushi dish, and it's gonna be on the plate is a sushi roll. It is a California roll shaped like the face of Mike Wazowski. And on top of that big roll of sushi, there are 3 little rolls, spicy tuna rolls on top of that. And it's called I Can't Believe It.
I love this idea so much.
We have to keep the theme here. We have to stick with the theme. It's literally Mike Wazowski's face covered by tuna rolls.
Oh boy.
And I just want the Instagram moment of that. Like, I can't believe it. I'm on a sushi roll. And then for the entrees, I have a chicken teriyaki, a shrimp tempura udon, and a yakitori grilled chicken skewers, which is a part of traditional Japanese cuisine. For my signature dessert, I took from the menu green tea ice scream.
Love it.
Yes.
My next
You gotta love it.
my next restaurant is from the movie. It's called Hidden City Cafe. We know nothing about it except that it's called Hidden City Cafe. So I put stuff in it. It's a quick service restaurant, and it's located just outside of It's Laughter We're After. So the featured beverage is called Sully's Punch. It's a grape and blueberry slushy served in a chilled glass with 2 coconut shavings on top. So it looks like Sully and his little horns. And
Oh my goodness, I love that.
And for my lunch and dinner, I think this is the one that I'm most proud of. I have the Scream Burger, which is a double or single cheeseburger with pepper jack cheese, chopped jalapenos, and a specialty hot sauce because it makes you scream. And then your second option, you can have a Laugh Burger, which is double or single cheeseburger with Gouda, avocado, and barbecue sauce, which makes you smile. I tried that. I tried that burger once at this restaurant down the street from my house in Pennsylvania, and I loved it. So I just put it there. It was really good. And then there's also Tony's Extra Gooey Pizza. It is served by the slice or as a whole. It's extra cheesy pizzas with customizable toppings that are guaranteed to ooze right off the crust. And I want that to be the TikTok Instagram moment when you pull the slice up and the cheese is just like gushing down. That's what I want. And then finally, I put this in here for Jared and for Skylar.
Yeah, you did.
Tony's Cobb Salad.
Oh yeah.
I did it, boys. I caved. I made a Cobb salad.
As you should.
For those who don't know, Skylar and Jared are in love and highly infatuated with this Cobb salad at Hollywood Brown Derby.
How much did I pay for that Cobb salad in the auction episode?
You paid like
Paradiso 37's got a bomb one, man.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's what I'm having when I come.
The Cobb salad. So I did put a Cobb salad on there. It's chopped grilled chicken or chicken nuggets because the Cobb salad that I like to eat has chicken nuggets instead of grilled chicken. Chopped chicken nuggets, edamame, corn, black beans, iceberg lettuce, and cayenne pepper ranch dressing.
I've never loved you
Ooh,
more.
that sounds so good.
I love a spicy ranch.
Did you hear him?
Yeah, what do you think I was calling a
Yes.
spicy ranch?
Oh, yeah.
Stop!
Ew.
Ew.
We're recording, Skylar.
Ew. Disgusting. I like how he like grabbed me. I'm not done. There's also a Boston Scream Pie.
I don't like it here. I take everything as a back.
It's a Boston cream pie style cake served in a mini tin. I wanted it for the
That
pun.
sounds really
I
good.
have to do the bad pun at least once. And technically I didn't come up with the green tea ice cream, so I had to do the scream pie.
Yeah. The Boston scream pie.
The Boston scream pie. I wanted to give it kind of a metropolitan feel too. I wanted to give like New York style pizza, city style like certain city styles hamburgers, and like give it like a metropolitan feel to it, and like kind of incorporate different big city stuff in there.
It's actually really smart. It's
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah, thanks. I think that's it, right? Am I done?
Yes.
I'm done. I did it.
All righty. So that ends Armita's. Up.
I want to do another
next-
one because I had 2 more ideas. I wanted to do Genovia, and so I think I need to do another episode just of this so I can talk about Genovia.
I'm down. If you guys want to come
Yes.
back and do more.
Oh, absolutely,
Um,
for sure.
Jazz, you ready?
Yep. All right. My next idea is for Hawkeye. Because
Yes,
as soon as Sky said Loki, I was like, oh, Hawkeye. So the ride is going to be called Hawkeye's Car Chase. And I picture it to be very Indiana Jones-esque. You're going to be in the streets of New York, and you're going to get in the car, and Clint and Kate are going to help you escape from the tracksuit bros.
I would love that.
And yeah, so it's going to be very much like the Indiana Jones ride, and you might even feel arrows flying by and stuff like that, and it would be really fun. I want this ride.
Can we do like Rise of the Resistance, but that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe some trick arrows.
Ooh, trick arrows.
Yes.
We do the car chase scene.
That's what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So my next attraction will be I can't decide if I would prefer it to be like one of the movies that they do. I couldn't remember if they call them 4D or 5D movies.
4D.
Mhm. 40.
4D movies. And I can't decide if I'd rather it be one of those or if I'd rather it be. I remember forever ago, and I can't remember if it was at Disneyland or Disney World. I think it was in Hollywood Studios, where they showed off how they do like car stunts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
like
what
I
it
picture it would be
action.
something like that, except it's Clint and Kate showing off their trick arrows.
Ooh.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Because yes, that would be so fun.
Fully.
All right. And my first restaurant idea will be called Pizza Dog's Pizza Place.
Yeah.
Yay!
And
Yeah.
it'll serve New York style pizza.
Perfect.
Simple as
That's
that.
all you need.
And then my other idea will be called Barton's Shawarma. Because of course you need a nod to the Avengers getting shawarma.
You do.
Yes.
Especially in New
So
York.
it'll have shawarma and falafel and yes.
Yeah, you got to try it when you come to Avengers Campus. There's a whole shawarma cart.
We're going.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. 100%.
Mhm.
So yeah, that'd be what I would do for Hawkeye.
I like
Nice.
it. Short and sweet.
I
It's
love
cute.
it.
Oh, your
We
boyfriend,
gotta-
Grayson's
Now,
next.
Grayson's.
for Grayson's idea, let me pull that up. Okay. So his next idea will be for Percy Jackson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, because we have the show coming up. It'll be good.
Mr.
All coming
David
together.
has a Camp Haploid hoodie tonight, just for this. I didn't do it though.
So his first ride is going to be called Camp Haploid Orientation Day.
Oh,
It's going to be a motion ride simulator. I think he said something about like Pegasi and blackjack and stuff like that.
it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So it will be Percy guiding you through your first day at camp, and you'll run into some of the other characters, and there's going to be some chaos, and it sounds like it would be fun.
Oh.
So first day at Camp Haploid.
That's cool.
I love it.
And then his other attraction will be a sword fighting class with Annabeth.
Yo.
So you get to do some sparring and
yeah.
interact with the characters, and
Lightsaber
that would be
training
really
with,
fun.
with swords.
Right.
Give me a sword. Get me drunk and give me a sword.
Yes.
Oh God.
Oh dear God, Jared.
All right.
This is gonna kill people.
The first restaurant,
You trust me more.
of course, all of the food will be blue.
Has to be.
Mm-hmm.
All of the food will be blue. Has to be. But yeah, blue candies, blue snacks, blue drinks, everything will be blue.
Perfect.
And his next one will be the Camp Haploid Dining Hall. So it'll serve some camp favorites like chicken strips and meatloaf. And Grayson added a note here that as for the parents, Mr. Dino was where the wine is,
Yeah.
even though he can't drink the wine. So that sounds like that would be really fun. And I could picture it being
God gets
a
loaded.
very involved world.
I love my wine, so I am.
Oh
down.
yeah.
I'm such a wine dad. Whenever I go to Disneyland, I literally get like 2 to 3 glasses of wine.
Nice.
Armida, what was that about you not trusting me with the sword?
Oh my god. Do you have a sword?
I have a sword.
I didn't know you had
Jared
a
just full
sword.
on pulled out a sword.
How did we go this long without knowing you had a sword?
A full
My
sword.
knife is on my boyfriend.
because it's based off of an anime, and you guys aren't that into anime, so I've never brought it up.
I
Which
used
anime?
to have a CSA sword.
It's
Which-
SAO. Sword Art Online.
Sword Art Online?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Give me a second to figure that out.
Yes.
you couldn't.
Grayson
Go
will
on
love
the
you
TikTok
so
Asuna.
much. I'm
It's
just
Asuna.
saying.
My sword used to be from the Confederates,
And
Asuna
it's
stands
heavy.
queen.
from the Civil War.
Yeah. Oh wow.
It was really
Asuna
cool.
is my
Grayson
favorite.
will love you.
An absolute
Okay.
queen.
Now that I pulled out the sword.
I'm like, well, Jared has a sword, so that's where we're at today.
So I used to be like really like into history and stuff like that. And in Florida, they used to like do Civil War reenactment. So I had a whole sword from the Confederate States of America from the
Whoa.
from that time period. It was really, really cool.
That is really cool.
Obviously, I'm not
That is
pro, but
cool.
like I just thought that was like a really rare thing that I had never seen. So I was like, that's really sick.
Yeah.
All right. You guys ready for mine?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.